And welcome to another episode of What Next. So I think this will be the final part of the four-part series of making Flappy Bird with Pygame. Uh, Today we will be adding life to the game. That means we will be adding the game over function and कब वो आउट होगा कब किस तरह से ये चीज़ें अभी क्योंकि अगर मैं पाइप से टकराता भी हूँ तो भी कुछ नहीं होता, मैं नीचे से टकराता हूँ तो भी कुछ नहीं होता, मैं ऊपर भी निकल जाता हूँ तो भी कुछ नहीं होता. So we will be adding that feature today. So for the base, let's first do the base. Whenever our bird hits the base, you can say collision detection. I think we can say जब भी हमारा bird नीचे से हमारा उससे टकराएगा तो how can we check that? We can check that the rectangle that we have made around the bird, if its bottom is greater than or equal to the base y. So what should it do? It should then we can do what should we do? Print collided. Let's see what happens. You can see whenever it hits, it prints collided. So we cannot see it now, but it does print. You can see. Okay, so it is working. Okay, so what we can do for now, we can just reset the bird to the center. And how can we do that? We can say the bird rect is equal to bird. We can just reset the bird. What was the we can take this, we can do this. We will just reset the bird. But okay, so this is a problem. It just keeps on because y velocity, y the bird speed doesn't reset, so it just keeps on increasing. So how can we do that? We can for now let's just leave it that way. Okay, okay, this is working fine. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do, we need to check for the collision of bird and the pipes, and for that we will be using pygame.rect method, that is collide direct. What it does is it will return true if any portion of either rectangle overlaps uh, each other. So how can we do that? We can just call this function, and we have the rectangle method, we have the rectangle object, so we can call we can check for that here. Okay, or let's just make a new function somewhere here. We can say define is collided. This, what will this function do? This function will check for the collision of the bird with every pipe and then return if the bird has collided with any of them. So what we can do, we can iterate. What we will first, we will be receiving our pipes array, pipes list, and we will be going through every pipe in the pipes, and we will check for if we can directly say return pipe dot collide rect with the bird rect. Okay, so it will return true if they are colliding, it will return false if they are not colliding, and we can just simply go here and call the is collided function with pipes as its argument, and we can use the AND and operator here. So I think this should now do what? Okay, it's not working right now. Let's see why it is not working. Bird pipe dot collide rect is collided. The function name is okay. The iteration is okay. Um, this pipe dot collide rect. So it doesn't matter, but let me try this. Oh, I think this should work. Okay, there is a syntax error. I missed the colon. Okay, it is still not doing that. Oh yes. Oh my god, what have I done here? I have called the AND operator here. It should be OR. Yes, it should be OR. Yeah. So you can see that whenever the bird hits the pipe, it resets into the middle position. Okay. Okay. So we don't have to like use that if operator there. We can just use the directly return. We can directly just return the I think this should work. Yes, so that has nothing wrong with that. Okay, so that and so what we need to do other than that is we need to uh, reset our pipes also. So just we can just reset the list of the pipes. We can just delete everything from the pipes, and then if I run and when I hit the pipe, okay, there is okay, there is something wrong. So other than that, I know what's wrong here, but why didn't delete the pipes? इसने pipe क्यों delete नहीं किए? Let's just check that. I think let's just fix this one first. We can do is we can set the pipe count to 0 because uh, this was trying to uh, pop the element from the pipe, but there were none. But I could still see the pipe count spelling. I just didn't put the t in this pipe count, so it didn't reset the variable. And the other thing was ये वाला जो फंक्शन है इसको रिटर्न सिर्फ ट्रू उस वक्त करना चाहिए जब ये कोलाइड हो, अदरवाइज इसको कुछ भी रिटर्न नहीं करना चाहिए. ओके, so another thing that we can add is the score. There can be multiple ways to do that. मैं बिल्कुल ही सिंपल एक यूज़ करने वाला हूँ कि जब भी मेरा एक नया पाइप स्पॉन होगा तो आई विल add the score and I can do this here. Score is equal to 0, and then whenever I hit any surface, I can print your score is plus score. Can only concatenate two strings. Okay. your score is 1, your score is 3, the score should be 7. Okay, so it is not resetting. So what can I do? Whenever I print the score, I also need to reset the score. Score equal to 0. Now it should be fine. Now it is 2, and then when I hit it, 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Okay. So I can also do this. What can I do is a bird x speed bird y is equal to 0. Where is the bird speed? There is no bird speed. Where am I moving the bird? I'm moving the bird here. So I can let's just leave it here. I don't think this needs to. Okay, so we can also put this on the game screen. We can use the text render method. We can do this like before checking for collision, updating score on the screen. So we can use the text dot render text is equal to text dot don't mind this please, text dot render, and it takes arguments as it takes a string. I can convert the score to a string, and then there is another that is true, and then it takes a color. I will take it to 255 comma 255 comma 255. Okay, so I didn't make the okay, I have to first make the Pygame text object. Let me do that in up here. Or let's do this. Okay, so you can initialize this like font is equal to pygame dot font. This is the method that you can use to initialize a text, and you have to pass a the type of the text that you want. We will be using a simple free sense world .ttf, and then you have to pass the size of the text. So I have saved it in the font. So when I come here, so I can say that text is equal to font dot render. I call this small f, right? Yeah. So now it will be font dot render on this, and then I can get rect text underscore rect is equal to text dot get rect, and then I can put it on the screen. Text dot rect dot center. I will put this on 140 comma 55. Let's just see where it hits, and then we will update it. Screen dot lit text, and we will be putting it on text rect. Okay, I can see the score. अलावा हम एक गेम ओवर स्क्रीन गेम ओवर और आई कैन से गेम ओवर अंडरस्कोर स्क्रीन बना सकते हैं, जिसमें हमारे पास ऑलरेडी एक इमेज है, हम उसको लोड करेंगे. pygame.image.load. the name of the image is gameover.png. and we have a startup screen. We will add pygame.image.load and it is message.png, these two things, and then we can render them on the screen, but we should not render them on screen. ओके सो एक और चीज़ हम ये कर सकते हैं कि हम एक वेरिएबल ले लेते हैं गेम एक्टिव, तो और जो भी हमारी गेम की चीज़ें हैं starting from here, I think, yeah, if game active, then do all this other than the update, and if not game active, then just do this. But I think I will need to put this also on the back. Yeah, okay, what does it do? Okay, there is this, and I need to do this. Okay, so right now the game is not active and I have nothing to make it active. Okay, so how can we make it active? So just we can do this, we can do, and we can check for space, and what we do whenever we hit the space, we can set the game active to true. Let's run it, and when I press the space bar, this happens. Okay, so why is this happening, this weird thing? Because I am not updating the background. So every frame, if I put this here, it should work fine. I put the space bar and now it's working okay. Okay, so what I can do now is I can screen.blit the startup screen first, and I can put this on like randomly on like 50-40. Okay, I think this is fine. And then another thing that we can put here is screen.blit game over screen, and we'll also put it, but we need to put it on the bottom, so we'll put it on like 50 and somewhere like 320. I think it's okay. I think we should also add the base here, and we don't need to move the base. Screen.blit what was the base, and this will be put on the 0,410, which is okay. I think this is okay. Now when I hit the space bar, my game starts and there is something wrong. Okay, not wrong. Yeah, there is something wrong. I will tell you what is wrong. Now if I run the game, so I haven't pressed the space bar, so this is not happening, but this spawn pipe is happening. So it is calling this user event. So when I press the space bar and start, you can see a lot of pipes that have already formed, and whenever जब हम एक बार out हो जाते हैं तब फिर ये काम सही करने लगता है. So how can we prevent that? We can prevent it if spawn pipe and simply and game active. सिर्फ जब game active हो तब ये काम करे, वरना ना करे. Okay, so this is fixed. And there is also one more thing that I should do is when I hit something, I reset the game active to false. What? game active equal to false. So now when I hit something, I just will go back to the home screen, and then when I start, it starts again, and then I start, it starts again. So I think this is the complete picture of the Flappy Bird game. And if you want to make it easier, what you can do is you can go to the jump variable. Where is the jump variable? Where is this? And you can like decrease this to 2.5, and now when I jump, it jumps very slowly. So this is like quite easy to play now. And if you want to make it more difficult, you can do this by increasing the jump variable. So this is where I will finish my series of these Flappy Bird videos. I hope you all learned something. I did learn a lot of things from this project. Until next time, see you. Goodbye.